Hey there, we're here at day one of the 2026 Safe Road Summit, hosted by the three MPOs in South Florida. We've covered some really great topics over this day one of the summit, including our keynote speaker, Dave Zipper, who spoke about autonomous vehicles.
David Zipper.
David Zipper. Thank you, Christopher.
Yes.
And we talked about autonomous vehicles, curb management, and adaptive signal controls. We also had a great interview with Lauren A. Smith from the U.S. Department of Transportation. And I'm joined here today by Christopher Restrepo, who is the MC at the 2026 Safe Road Summit on day one. So Christopher, tell me a little bit about how the day one has been going. What are some of the topics that you really felt as though were like highlights on today's summit?
100%. Well, what a privilege it is to be able to MC this amazing conference. You know, we've been having it go on for a couple years now between the three MPOs, and to be able to host it in Broward is always really refreshing to have it happen. Yeah. Some really great topics that we've had today. I really enjoyed the discussion on autonomous vehicles that David Zipper was able to bring to the conference. The whole question of are we ready for it yet? Are they safe enough to be deployed? Having all of those different kinds of conversations to start getting the gears turning so that when we went into our plenary, we're able to have a more robust conversation with people like Diana Alarcon, who works for the Nashville DOT, trying to put some of those concepts into real life. And then also Greg Stewart, our Broward MPO leader, see what his thoughts are with the autonomous vehicles and where they're going to go in the future.
Yeah, I really thought Dave's discussion, really a critical look at autonomous vehicles, right? And looking at, well, we have all of this great technology, but how are we going to manage it? And then you followed up with a little bit of a spicy comment of whether or not autonomous vehicles are really safer than regular vehicles.
Yeah, I was like, are we safe? Is it safer for humans to drive or to go completely to the robots? And you know, like any good person doing all this research, you know, time will tell to see if that actually happens.
Yeah, and I think that's really the message that we're hearing is some of this technology is so new and innovative. We don't exactly know where it's going to go, and some of it is kind of on its own course. But yeah, I think as the MPO, I think it's fair to say that we're here to provide the framework to make some of this stuff happen, right? And I know Smart Metro was discussed.
Smart Metro
within
was
that.
Discussed, for sure. AI insights to see how that can all work out together. And also a little bit of conversation about like adaptive signalization, especially for things like big events. World Cup's coming soon, so all of South Florida is going to be a mess.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
So, a lot of really cool stuff talked about.
And then on the policy side, we had Lauren A. Smith join us for lunch, and you had the opportunity to interview Lauren. What was that like, interviewing someone like a top official at US DOT?
First of all, we're super blessed that they were able to bring someone down, especially Lauren, with all of his experience, to come chat with us about, you know, US DOT's priorities in innovation, safety, and infrastructure. So to be able to get him to sit down, have our audience members submit questions, and just have a moderated conversation, I think that was really great for all of us, especially as we start thinking about prioritizing our projects in the future.
Yeah, no doubt. I really like that format of the question and answer, and I think that's what the Safe Road Summit is all about, is being able to bring practitioners into the room, hear what they have to say, but then also hear from some of our policy leaders as well in that discussion.
Mm-hmm. I've also heard that a lot of our attendees are very happy that we've supplied them with coffee and tea all day. So that's very good.
Big takeaway from the summit, yes. Coffee and tea all day.
Forget about the content, but you know, as long as we're feeding the girls, it's all good.
And we can't forget some of our sponsors as well who've really made this happen.
Yes.
And it's been a monumental effort to get this to the finish line. But how important are the sponsors also in making an event like the Safe Road Summit happen?
Oh my God. If we don't have the sponsors, we can't put it on. You know, we're a government agency. We do our best to help educate the people about what our initiatives are. But we rely on our sponsors to help us put on events like this so that we can educate our staff, so that our staff can educate the public. So immensely important to have them.
Yeah, and I know our diamond sponsor Deloitte came out with some of their technology that they're showcasing, Tetra Tech and WSP as our platinum sponsors. So we're very grateful to them. And we're excited for day two of the summit, which will be coming up tomorrow. And we'll probably be in reverse roles since I will be doing the MC duty that Christopher was doing today.
So get ready.
So I'm sure he'll be giving me a great interview tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you.